Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm always preaching a mind, body, and soul program, and there's a reason for it, because when we have bad times in our life, you're gonna have bad times. When the storm comes, you have a place to go, mentally, physically, spiritually. And that's your program, that's your regiment, your daily discipline. Your daily discipline is your refuge. That's what gets you through. That's what gets you through the pain. That horrible, horrible feeling inside of you. What's going to get you through it is the daily discipline. Your discipline towards your program. I mean, you really have to be able to ask yourself, can you stay disciplined during the suffering? Because so many people can stay disciplined when things are going good. When their life is going well, they can stop smoking as long as everything's going well. But if something stresses them out in their life, that have relationship problems or a job issue or the car isn't working and they don't have money to fix it, if any little thing happens, you listen to the excuses that smokers will tell you, and they say, oh, well, this isn't a good time to try and stop, and they just know that they're feeling weak. And anytime a bad thing happens is when people know that they're going to be weak. And I used to do this, used to drink my sorrows away, do all kinds of drugs. One of my favorite drugs to use as an escape was PCP. Oh, I love that shit. Smoking PCP was the best. It was kind of before crack really blew up and got big. PCP was everywhere, just for a few years, and then as soon as crack blew up, I mean, that's all anybody wanted to fuck with was crack. But PCP was great. One hit, 6 hours, you're fucking wasted out of your gourd. I used all kinds of drugs as an escape from the pain, from the weakness. I'd have a bad day, it would trigger me, that would turn into a bad life. I'm a bad person in a bad life. Everything is shit. I came from shit, I was born in shit, and I'll die in shit, and fuck everything, fuck the world, fuck you too, fuck me. I'm just gonna slam my body up against the wall. You know, not literally, but through vice. And people use their weakness as an excuse to skip out on their diet, skip out, they're not feeling well, so they justify, they have to go and binge eat. I'm just not feeling well. You try to tell them you stay on your diet. It's hard when somebody's feeling really weak. It's really hard to stay disciplined towards a goal. You want to give everything up. People can't even get anything done. They'll just sit there and sleep or self-isolate, do whatever it is that they do, whatever the activity is. And you can turn anything into an escape. TV, food, drugs, all kinds of things. But you can't escape your weakness, because you just make it stronger. It's like a little skinny, weak motherfucker. You have to get into the gym if you want to become stronger. You can't run away from exercise and think that somehow you're going to gain strength. The more that you run away from exercise, you're obviously just embracing your weakness. I'm going to be a weak little pussy, little bitch. No man likes to accept that. So if you can't accept your own weakness, then you have a duty to get after it. And the way that you strengthen yourself overall, and that's why I preach this mind, body, and soul exercise every day, daily discipline, every single day, is because it makes a weak person stronger. It takes a weakling and makes him into a warrior. I could take any weak little bitch motherfucker, little drug addicted, little sorry little punk, just like I was, and turn them into a better version of themselves, a much stronger version of themselves. Have that motherfucker going Super Saiyan in no time, like Dragon Ball Z. I was at the barbecue place the other day, and this kid had this big Dragon Ball Z tattoo that he had just got done outlined. Young guy, he worked there. And I mentioned to him, oh, that's a Dragon Ball Z, and he was shocked that I even knew what it was. I was like, you guys think you invented that shit? I was watching Dragon Ball Z 25 years ago. It's been around. I think it came out in the 80s. I mean, give me a break. But we have to stay on a daily discipline program just to make ourselves overall stronger. But even if you're a strong, masterful, dominant superhero, think of your ultimate version of yourself and then times that by 10. That motherfucker, your little fantasy, that person's still gonna get hurt. They're still gonna have really bad days sometimes. And those really low points, those low times, when you wonder what it's all for. It's all about your daily discipline. That's what life is all about. This mind, body, and soul program every day. That's what you default to in times of joy and in times of pain. No matter what's going on, that's what's going on for you. Mind, body, and soul. You're working out, you're studying, you're praying, you're making yourself better in every way. And that makes you stronger so you can help others. You become strong enough to help all kinds of people. You don't just lift people up, you send them soaring. But you got to be able to stay disciplined in those bad times and stop making excuses to cheat. Had a bad day, I'm going to go and eat a bunch of shit. You're just going to make things worse. If you're feeling negative, the worst thing you could do is go and cheat on your mind, body, and soul program in any area, especially food. Food is a drug. What you put into you affects your mentality. In fact, if you're feeling depressed and anxious, shameful, anything in the negative emotion spectrum, you should go and eat something healthy. Find some good, clean protein. Eat some good carbs, not empty carbs that are just gonna go into your system as sugar. You know, eat good food. Don't stay away from your comfort food in those moments. Comfort food is usually high carb, high fat, low nutrition, shit that we grew up on. Stay true to your diet. That's gonna change. I always feel really good after a good meal. I don't feel tired and sluggish, and I feel like I could go walk 5 miles after a really good, healthy meal. Whereas after I eat a couple slices of pizza, I just want to sit here and maybe go take a shit for 30 minutes. So stay true to yourself in the worst times, and you build up a certain amount of resilience. You build up a certain character and a certain kind of virtue with your program. Because you're doing this not just as some narcissistic exercise, so you can look at yourself in the mirror and be like, fuck yeah, look at me. Or to impress people at parties with all the shit you talk about. No, you're doing this so you can be strong enough to help others. That's the flow, that's the circle. You get strong enough to help others, and the joy you get, you get empowered through that help. So it all of a sudden you start leveling up, you start gaining more power, you start like snowballing downhill with becoming strong and helping others, and it just it's an amazing way to live. But you only get to a point like that through pushing yourself through those hardest times, because it's easy in the good times. When life's going great for you, you can do it. I know that. So anybody can. We walk into the gym because everything's going great. We got money in the bank. We got everything good in our lives. But when everything's shit hitting the fan, when it's World War III, at home or on the planet, both, your life is going shitty and the world is going shitty, you still got to be able to walk into that gym, even if you're not happy, You still got to be able to walk into that gym at the same time. Stay on top of your diet. Keep praying, keep faithful, even when it feels like God has forsaken me. It's a test. Can you pass it? It's all just food for thought. Thanks for watching.